Hey guys, what's going on? I quickly want to go over this video because it's something that I've been thinking of and I think that it is very important. Um, all of everybody that buys Rough Rider knives, I've got a few Rough Riders out here. These are some of my copperheads, and I'd like to show you guys, if you're like me and you're into Rough Riders and you buy them like I do, I think that this may be very interesting. You know, you might find, you may find this interesting. Um, I'm going to talk about cleaning Rough Rider knives, because when you buy a Rough Rider knife, we have to expect, we already know what you're getting yourself involved in here. They are a cheaper knife, for number one. The fit and finish and the way the knife is put together is, you know, sometimes you get a good one and they're okay. They are okay knives. But I want to show you guys how to make them better than okay. And I want to show you how to clean your Rough Rider knife when you get it. Now, let's just take example on this piece here. This is just one of my most fantastic pieces. I'm telling you, it really is a great little piece. I'm not going to talk about the piece itself. This is a copperhead. This is the Stag copperhead, and it's really, I mean, and it's got the Damascus blades. This one here is like a higher end, if I should say that like that. This is a higher end Rough Rider. I just want to show you what you're getting. Now this one's a little bit more money. This is a 25. You're looking at like 25 bucks for this, maybe 30. I think it's 30. To be honest with you, the price went up on these, but for $30, this thing is crazy. It's crazy good. Now, when I got this thing, you would want to throw this against a curb, now, follow me on that statement, because it was basically junk when I first got it in the plastic, and I opened it up and I was like, oh my God, this thing is just, it's junk. So I start out where I start at, and I'm telling you, they come black. Now look at the snap I'm getting off at. Let's watch the snap you're going to get if you do it the way I tell you. Watch. That's pretty impressive snap for a okay knife. You know what I mean? You start out by shooting oil in this pivot area here, this channel right here. Put oil in it. Then start working the blade, opening, closed, opening, closed, opening, closed, and start wiping all. You're going to get a cloth or whatever you want to stick in there. It doesn't matter, as long as it's a paper towel, and start wiping all in that channel, all in that channel, all in that channel. And look at your rag. The first time you go at it and do it, it will be pitch black. It will be pitch black. Then take your oil and keep going at it, man. Put a little, not a lot, just a drip. It only needs a drip. Open up your blades. Keep opening, do your thing, open and close them, and keep clean the channel again. Repeat the process 3, 4, 5 times until you see No more black coming off of your paper towel or rag, whatever, in that channel. Then, open your, once you're satisfied with that, you're going to go ahead and open up the blades halfway to the halfway point like this. You're going to turn it over. Now you're going to look in that channel, and that channel is going to be destroyed. There's 2 reasons why you're going to do this step. Now get your little applicator, your oil, and put a couple drops, one here, one there, one there, one there, one there. Put oil all in that channel and turn it sideways back and forth. And let the oil go back and forth in that channel. Watch the oil go back and forth in that channel. Do not do anything at this point except move the oil back and forth around in there. Then you're going to turn over the knife, and you're going to see wetness all start to come through. You're going to see black. It's all going to be black up here. Then you're going to start, now you're really going to start wiping, because this is where all the magic happens in these springs. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your cloth or your napkin or whatever you're going to do. Your little, I cut like little pieces of cloth, and they work fine, like little square pieces. You know, that's all you need to get in little areas. I cut like this big. It's like, get a t-shirt and cut a bunch of little square pieces like that big. That's all you need to clean a knife. You don't need anything. You don't need nothing big that's a big rag. They're cumbersome. You can't use a rag because it's too much. It's too much. You got to see where you're working. But now you start aggressively hard. Hold the knife taut like this on the back side. And now you're going to start going back and forth. Now you're going to start getting all that black out of that channel, out of this channel in there, right? Now, this is an older knife. This morning, I woke up and I knew I was going to do this video, and I just shot a little bit of oil, and this was clean. This is a clean knife. I just shot a little bit of oil in this channel, and I let it sit for a minute, and I turned it over because I knew I was doing the video, and this is for video purposes because I wanted to show you guys how dirty these suckers really are. Now, this was a clean knife. I gotta reiterate that. I've already cleaned this. I mean, good. Now, I went at it with the back end of this is a piece of, do you know what this is? This is a piece of toilet paper, but it's nice, soft. It's soft. This is a piece of a toilet paper. But I went at it, the back end of it, it was wet. I went at it real aggressively. Again, after all this time passed, I've had this and cleaned it, and I'm still getting black. I'm still getting black off of the back spring, and I did not have time, or the point was already made. I didn't go inside. Now you got to get your napkin, and I can't do it around this camera, and you have to do it slowly, force it all the way in until it's all the way at the bottom of that channel. Then start working back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You see how I'm in that channel? I'm in that channel real good. I'm in that channel good, man. And I'm cleaning and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning that channel. Do it. Just keep doing it. Look at that. I didn't even barely rub hard. You're still going to get it. But you know, you're not going to get it all. I understand it's tarnish, or it's the copper, the brass that's throwing it off like that and giving it that color. But a lot of it is still dirt, or not dirt, gunk. This shit basically is what it is. So you cleaned all the channel out. you clean this back spring, and furthermore, it makes the knife look beautiful. It makes it shine. Look how nice that back spring is shining. Look at that. Now you look at your back springs of your knives, your Rough Ryder knives, when you get them through the mail. Look at the back spring. It looks like shit. This looks like a $200 knife now after it's cleaned properly. After this knife is cleaned properly, like this is right now. Oh, and another thing, very, very important that I almost forgot. Darn it. You would have never thought I am in love with this inlay. It's a little Eggcorn inlay. Now, if you look close, I missed it for the longest time, and I looked and I said, well, you darn gotta be kidding me. There's a little RR in there. It's Rough Ryder. It's a little RR in that Eggcorn. But I never knew that. But I love this shield. This is one of my favorite shields, the little Eggcorn shield. That's why I got that. That's the new one. But anyway, put a dot of oil on this shield and let it sit for a minute. Okay? Again, last thing is, take your cloth and aggressively rub that shield. And look at that shield and tell me what you got off that shield. Now, a lot of people, I bet you, forget to clean that. Nobody cleans that shield. I'll bet you 9 times out of 10, if you clean your knife and all that, and yeah, you skip cleaning this. You don't think to clean that shield. Clean that shield and look at your cloth and see how black it is. Then look at how shiny and beautiful that shield looks. You can then appreciate it. You can appreciate your $12 Rough Ryder. Now, this is not a $12 Rough Ryder. This is a $30 Rough Ryder, but I'm giving you an example. For the most part, for the most of the time, these knives are $12 and $15. But you could make them little gems. You just got to take a little bit of time to work with them, and they actually become great little knives. Again, I will show you, and I'm letting you go. Watch the snap, the action that I'm getting off of these knives when they're clean. Do you even hear that? Do you even hear that? Listen to that. That's a $200 action here. Watch. You can't get that action off a $200 knife. You can't. And last but not least, I highly recommend this one. Look at that stag, how deep that stag is on that thing. I mean, this is a quality. I mean, you're talking top notch here, man. And it's only 30 bucks. I would pay gosh darn 200 bucks for this on eBay if this was a Shat and Morgan. I would pay up 200 bucks for this if this was a Shat and Morgan. If this was a Shat and Morgan knife, you'd be paying 200 bucks for this. In Damascus, too? Come on, guys. Come on. Anyway, we're not going to talk about the knife. I got talking about it, but, you know, I just wanted to show you guys, explain these, because I collect these, you know what I mean? I got about 200 of them in there, you know what I mean? And they have a place in my collection, and they must stay clean. They must. Look at this, how you got to clean them. Look at the deep stag on this green. This is a marbles one. Look at that marble. Look at that marbles knife. Look how clean these are. Look at that. You could see yourself in it almost, how clean that is. They get black too. Look how clean everything is. Immaculate is the word. Everything is immaculate on these. Look at the blades. How shiny that blade is. You can't get a blade cleaner. And you got to clean that nail nick out. There's all black in that too. Get all in that nail nick. And then at the end, give it a little sharpening. Run it through a strop or just a stone. You know, just make it the best little $12 knife that it could be. You know what I mean? If you don't do that, they're not going to be enjoyable to carry. They're not. And they're not going to look very good neither. Guys, I'm going to let you dance down the road. Stick with me. Next video, I got an announcement. That's going to be an announcement video that I have to talk about the channel, my channel. I'm going to try something that's up and coming, and it's something that's well overdue. But, so it's going to be an announcement video. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Be safe, be well, be good. Stay cool out there. Today and tomorrow is going to be the hottest days here in South Jersey. Over 100 degrees. Like, it's going to be crazy bonkers. Like 105 today. Bye, guys. Be good. Be safe. Clean your Rough Ryder knives. See yous.